mat. We're not here for very long, so come onto your backs. Just settle down. You can have your knees bent or your legs out in front of you, nice and straight. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to keep my knees bent this morning. Just feeling your back on the floor. Just take a few moments to close your eyes or soften your gaze. And just notice. Notice how the body is, how the mind is, how you're feeling today. Nice, deep, conscious breaths. Just allowing ourselves a few moments just to arrive here into our practice, this time that we've carved out for ourselves, for yourself. And as always, just that check-in. How are you doing today? How does the body feel? If your knees are bent, just straighten through the legs one by one, and then reach your hands all the way up above your head, almost like you're having that morning stretch. Really reaching through the hands, through the feet, and then exhale, bend the knees, and slowly we're going to roll all the way up to seated. So you can rock and roll, or you can roll over to your side, coming up into a seated position. Sorry, I'm just going to briefly, forgot to tie my hair up. Okay. From here, just holding on to the knees, roll the shoulders back. Again, just open up in this position. So we're not sort of collapsing in the spine. We've got length through the spine, starting to have that awareness through the front of the body, through the core. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Just gently lifting the feet. You can interlace the hands here around the knees if you want to, or just hold on to the knees. Roll the shoulders back. Another breath. Exhaling. Inhale, maybe lifting the shins, maybe your hands come out left to right. Just tapping straight into that strength. Navel draws in, pulling up through the pelvic floor. Exhale, release. From here, we're going to come all the way over, but straight away we're going to come into standing. So coming onto the toes, pushing through the heels, and then gently rolling all the way up. So just take a moment. I'll turn to face you just briefly. So from here, just rotating through the shoulders, just get some movement in. Just going to adjust my camera slightly. It's from me showing you the garden. There we go. Okay, so just moving the shoulders one way and the other. And then shaking off the arms. Okay, bringing the hands to the heart center. Just take a moment to stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. Just going to get a little bit of movement in through the body. So we're going to keep the legs where they are standing, but we're just going to start moving the upper bodies and bending through the knees. So inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands come left to right, fold forward, soften through the knees as much as you need to bring the fingertips down to the ground. Inhale, allow your hands to come up to your shins or your thighs. Roll those shoulders back, halfway lift. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale, bend the knees, hands come out left to right, reaching the arms all the way up. And again, exhale, hands come left to right, folding forward. Bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, hands come all the way up to the thighs, roll the shoulders back, navel draws in. So we're pushing our sit bones back, slightly gazing out. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale, hands come left to right, pushing all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart. And again, inhale, reach with those hands. Exhale, take up space, reaching through those shoulders, folding forwards. Maybe the legs remain a little bit straighter now. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to the thighs, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, soften through the knees, hands come back down. Inhale, reaching the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Staying here just for a moment, feet on the floor, hands at the heart. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up towards your hands. Exhale, hands come down to your side and around behind your back. Inhale, roll the shoulders open. Exhale, bend through the knees, fold forwards. Release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come now to the shins or back up to the thighs. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale, reaching all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart. Two more of those. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, hands come behind, interlace the hands. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, maybe lean back. Exhale, fold forwards, chest comes forwards into our forward fold. Hands come over towards the front of the mat. Exhale, release the hands down again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding back down. Soften through the knees. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come down. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, roll the shoulders. Exhale, folding forwards. Release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale, hands left to right, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Just pause, take a moment here in Tadasana, just noticing how you're feeling, how just getting some movement in through the body, how that makes you feel this morning. Full breath. Okay, carrying on from here. Inhale, reach those hands all the way up. Exhale, folding forward, soften through those knees. Inhale, maybe straightening the legs a little bit more, fingertips on the floor or on the shins or on the thighs. Exhale, folding down. Plant the hands, step the left foot back. Lower left knee to the floor, keeping those hips nice and low here. Back toes still curled under. Inhale, reaching up. Looking up towards the hands. Exhale, hand comes down towards the floor. Push away with the hands, lift that left hip. Step that right foot back. Downward dog briefly. Step that left foot forward. You can come into a three-legged dog first if you want to, or just stepping that left foot forward. Lower right knee down. Inhale, open up. Reaching with the hands. Low crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping left foot back. Coming into downward dog. Stepping right foot forward. Lower left knee down. Inhale again, reaching up. Exhale, hands come down, frame the foot, lift that back leg, step the left foot in towards the front of the mat, just a little bit further forward, so maybe not quite halfway, both feet facing towards the front. Inhale, folding here, pyramid pose, take a breath. Inhale, open up, so almost like you're in a runner's lunge. Exhale, step that left foot further back, and then step the right foot back, downward dog. Take a breath. Left foot steps between the hands. Lower right knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up, dropping those hips today. Maybe looking up towards the hands. If that's too much in the lower back, look forward. Navel draws in. Exhale, hands come down. Again, lifting that back leg, step that right foot in towards the front just a little bit. Inhale onto the fingertips. Exhale, pyramid pose. Take a breath. Stretching into that leg. Inhale, bend into that front knee. Step that right foot back again a little bit longer. And then step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Pedal the feet if you need to. Just get a little bit of movement. And then shifting forward, lower the knees down to the ground. Coming forward, chest, chin, knees, feet, all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back down. Inhale, pushing up onto knees, rolling through into our downward facing dog. Take a breath. Bend the knees, look forward towards the front, and a slow walk all the way up. Exhale, folding down. Take a breath here. Get some movement left to right if you need it. In the hips. You can bend in your knees. And then coming back to center, back to stillness. Hands come left to right, soft knees. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Hands reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, folding forwards again, taking that halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, folding back down. Hands come to the floor. Bend the knees, step that left foot back. Keeping the left knee lifted now. Tap into those feet, into the strength. Inhale, hands come left to right. Reaching all the way up. Start to straighten through the legs. From here, we're going to bend into this front knee, and as we do, we're going to bring the hands forward. So you're going to lean forward. So this is our exhale. Inhale, reach, straightening through those legs. Exhale, lean forward. So we're not rounding through the back. We're coming forward with the chest still lifted, arms reaching. You don't have to come too far. Just come as far as you're able to. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, folding forwards. So still gazing out, bending into that front leg. Moving with the breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward. This time bring the hands together at the heart. Just pause here briefly. So you're really bending into this front knee. The left leg is strong. Exhale fully. Hands come down to the floor. From here, you're going to inhale, lifting the heel of that back foot. You start to straighten through both feet. Lift the toes of the front leg, folding over that front leg. So it's a pyramid variation. We're on the ball of the back foot, on that left foot, and on the heel of that right. Take a breath. Then we're going to move in this pose. So you're going to inhale, bend into this front knee, look forward, so it's like a runner's lunge. Exhale, lift the hips, slow movement. Lift the heel of that back foot, so you're lifting that hip higher, lifting the toes of that front foot towards your face, folding over. Inhale, bend that front knee, send that left heel back. Exhale, lifting toes towards the face, lifting up through that back hip. Both legs are straight. Inhale again, bend into that front knee. Last time. Exhale. Folding over. Inhale, bend into that front knee. Bring the hands down, step the right foot back. Take a full breath here. Inhale into plank. Exhale, elbows draw into the sides, lower all the way down. You can lower the knees as well if you want to. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, flowing softly back down. Inhale, curl the toes. Power up to plank or kneeling plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Walking the feet all the way up towards the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms left to right, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach those hands up. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, send the right foot back. Settle in here first of all, so find this position. Really stretch that right heel back behind you. Navel draws in. Hands start to hover, then inhale, arms go left to right, all the way up. Just straighten through the legs first of all. Find this position. If you need to shorten the stance or change it slightly, do. So we're going to inhale here with the arms and legs straight. Exhale, we bend into that front leg. We lean forward with the chest. So trying to maintain the straight length through the spine. Inhale, straighten through the legs. Exhale, leaning forward. So this is like a warrior 3 variation. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Use that breath. One more. Inhale up. Straighten through those legs. Exhale forward. Then just release the hands. Bring the hands to your heart. Pause here. Anchoring through this front leg, through that back heel. Notice what's going on in this hip. Exhale, hands come down. From here, you're going to inhale, lift the hips, lift the toes, that front foot, the heel of the back. On an exhale, folding in towards that left knee. Inhale, bend into that front knee, coming into like a runner's lunge, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, lift the hips, bring the front toes towards the shin. Inhale, rolling forward into that lunge. 2 more. Last one here. Exhale. Plant that front foot, bend that front knee. Plant the hands, step the left foot back to meet the right. Pedal the feet, just straightening, lengthening one side and the other. Shifting forward into plank. Exhale, lowering all the way down to the floor. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Your choice. Exhale. Folding back down. Inhale, rolling up through the spine onto knees. Either coming into the traditional child's pose or bringing big toes to touch. Sinking those hips back into wide child's. Take a breath here. You can relax through the arms, or you can keep those arms reaching to have a little bit of activation through them. It's entirely up to you. Listen to what you need Take a break if you need to. Just building that flexibility and strength in the practice. Moving with the breath. Just stay with me. We will come down to some lovely, yummy stretches towards the end. Take one more breath here. Inhale, coming all the way back up onto all fours. Onto hands and knees. Briefly just inhale into our cow pose. Roll those shoulders back. Inhale again here. Exhale, curl the toes under, rounding through the spine, lifting up through those hips, coming into our downward dog. You can bend the knees here if you want to. Just get that stretch in the lower back. And then everybody bend your knees, look forward. Either slow walks up, maybe you step 1, 2 up to the front of the mat. Maybe you jump, exhale, fold. Inhale, hands left to right, strong through those legs. Coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. From here, just step your left foot back behind you. And then allow that left foot to come into the warrior 2 position. So you've got the heel on the ground. Bend into this front knee. So just settle in here. Quite often we do warrior 2 throughout the practices. So just find that balance. Find that foundation with the feet. We're not gripping through those toes. We've got some ease there through that front foot. Bending into that front knee. Hips are shining out towards the side, but the gaze is forward. Lifting those arms. Inhale, reverse. Left hand either comes down to the thigh. If your lower back is a little bit niggly, you can bring that left hand behind your back. Reach that right arm up. Pause here. Notice what's going on in the feet. Notice what's going on in that front foot. Are you gripping through the toes? Find some ease. Find some length in that right arm, that right side body. Then exhale, shifting forward. Right arm comes down to the right knee. Left arm forwards. Just pause here. Take a breath. Notice if you're dropping into this right shoulder, can you push away here? Maybe even bringing the right arm to the ground. Maybe your arms are in one long line. Maybe that left arm is reaching forward. So decide what's working for you. Take a breath. Inhale up, reverse. Exhale, forward. Inhale up, reverse. Exhale, forward. Inhale up, reverse. Moving with the breath. Exhale, forward. Inhale up, reverse. Exhale, forward. Inhale up to warrior 2. Pause, take a breath. Strong legs. Listen to this front leg. Straighten through the legs. Turn the right toes in. Just pause here. Hands together in prayer above your head. Take that full stretch. And then decide, again looking after that lower back, maybe you keep the hands together and you start to fold forwards. Maybe you bring the hands to your hips and you're here. So decide how that lower back is. The further the arms are away from the body, the more strength we need in the back. Hands come down to the earth, forward fold. Take a breath. Inhale, slow roll up. Exhale, bend into that left leg, coming into warrior two on this side. Again, just find that position. Notice how this feels in the body, then send the arms out when you arrive here. Exhale. Inhale, reverse. Pause. Notice the way that you can soften, rolling out onto the outside edge of that back foot so we're not dropping the knee in. Exhale, coming into our side angle. Either left hand or left elbow on the knee, right hand up. Well, it's just above the knee on the side, right hand up, or you can bring that left hand to the floor. So you decide. Maybe your gaze is up towards the ceiling, maybe it's out towards the side. Maybe that hand is reaching over the top of the head. So work out what feels the most comfortable, where you can really feel that stretch. Then you're going to come back to that position in a minute in the flow. So inhale, coming up, reverse. Exhale, coming forward, side. Inhale, reverse. That front leg remains bent, that back leg remains straight. The legs aren't moving at all, it's just that upper body moving with the breath. Inhale up, reverse. Exhale, forward. Inhale up, reverse. Exhale, forward. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Keep that bend in that front leg. One more breath. And then straighten through. That should feel nice in that leg as you straighten it. Coming back to our wide standing on the mat. Roll the shoulders back. Open up through the body, through the chest. Push those hips forward slightly. Maybe shorten the stance just a little bit. How do you feel? Taking a full breath here. Inhale, hands left to right. Exhale, as you arrive on the top, just pause here, holding on to opposite elbow. So release the breath. Inhale, reaching up through those arms, still holding on to the elbows. Navel draws in strong through the feet. Exhale, folding halfway. Pause halfway. Inhale, push through those feet, rolling back up, open up through the chest. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale, push through those feet, lifting up. So building strength in that back, building strength in the core, in the legs. Halfway. Inhale, lifting up. Open up, so it's a bit like a morning yawn, that stretch. Exhale, navel draws in halfway. Last time, inhale, open up. Exhale, folding forward. And as you arrive here halfway, then release the arms, coming into a wide fold. Notice how that lower back is here. Exhale, as you do, start to turn your body towards the front, pivot that front foot round, coming back into a lunge here. Hands come down to the floor. Step that right foot back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Noticing the placement of the hands, Maybe even trying to create that sort of suction through the palm. So it's the outside edges of that palm that are rooted, and almost like a lift through the center, looking after the wrist. Another breath here in our down dog. Inhale, rolling it over onto the toes, shifting forward, upper body comes into plank. Exhale, lower the knees, come onto the top of the feet, shift the hips back briefly into child's, and then sweep the hands all the way back. Inhale, reach up. So you come onto high knees. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, building strength here. Hands come to your heart center, relaxing through the shoulders. So we're going to stay here. We've done this before quite a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks back now. So we're going to inhale here. You're going to exhale back, inhale forward. So building strength into these hip bones, okay, the muscles that support the hips, into the front of the legs, into these quads, and also focusing on the tummy. But we're moving mindfully with the breath. So it's not about how deep you come into it. It's not about how many you can do. It's really about you tuning into your body and just moving using those muscles. So what we're trying to do is maintain this straight line, and then using that straight line to come back up. So I want to almost imagine like those Weebles that you, years ago, Weebles wobble but we don't fall down. So a bit like that. So you're coming back and forwards. Don't worry about coming too far back. If you need to take a break, come into child's pose. You can always pad out the knees here. You can curl the toes under. For me, I think it puts too much pressure here on the front of the legs. They don't have as much movement. So it's better if you have the top of the feet on the floor. You can always put a blanket underneath the top of the feet as well. Roll those shoulders back. Bring the hands to your heart. Take a breath. Inhale here first of all. Just open up through the shoulders. Take this space. Exhale, pushing down through the top of the feet and then start to lean back. Only come as far as you're comfortable. Inhale forwards. You might have some clicky knees. Exhale, leaning back. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Pause if you need to. Like clicky knees. I do 3 more. You don't have to come too far. Exhale back. Inhale forward. 2 more. Last one. And then just pause. Release. Release your hips back. Release your hands down by your side. And just fold forwards into a child's pose. Releasing off the lower back. Really breathing into this space. So you can even put your hands on your lower back and try and take that breath, feel the breath into your hands. So my fingertips are down towards my pelvis and the base of my hands almost at the bottom of my ribs, and I'm breathing into my hands. Amazing to feel that full expansion with the breath. Inhale slowly, rolling up. Okay, not too much more before we come down onto our bottom. So just coming back to an all fours position. Take a breath here. And then you're going to come into plank. So we're actually going to do something different now, something that I don't normally do in yoga, but it is about building strength and moving with the breath. So we're going to come into plank, okay? And you have a choice. You can just tap the right foot over towards the left, left foot over towards the right, and you can move through here, just getting that stretch into the side, building strength. You can lower the knees and do it kneeling. Okay, just stretching through. If you want to add a bit more here, you can start to get a little bit of cardio into the body as well. So you can start to sort of add a little bit of a jump, just trying to get a bit more strength and movement into the body. A few more here, so whether you're kneeling or jumping slightly, tapping the feet. 3, 2, 1, come back to plank, shifting forwards, lower the knees, lower all the way down to the floor. Bringing your head down to the floor, you can even bring your hands to rest your forehead head on. Shake your hips left to right. It's just that little bit of movement, moving a little bit quicker adds to that cardio slightly, just increasing that heart rate. I'm definitely out of breath. Get some movement in the hips. And then exhale. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, we're going to take 3 cobras here. Sorry, I don't mean 3 singly, I mean 3 stages. So from here, we're going to inhale, just lift the head briefly. Exhale here. Inhale, lift the head a little bit more. Exhale here. Inhale, lift the head just a little bit more. So the head, shoulders, elbows roll back. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Doing that 2 more times. Breathing in, lifting slightly. Exhale here. Breathing in, lifting a bit more. Exhale here, breathing in a bit more. Exhale, lower all the way down. Last time with your breath. Forehead comes down to the mat. Swim the arms around to interlace at your coccyx, at your lower back, towards your tailbone. Roll those shoulders back. Inhale, reaching back with the arms, pointing the feet, lifting the legs, lifting the chest on the inhale. So my knees are lifted, the feet are lifted, my arms are reaching back, my chest is rolling forward or opening up towards the front. Take a breath. Not crunching through the neck here, my gaze is still down towards the front of the mat, maybe even lifting the arms. 1 more breath. Exhale, release everything. Hands come down to the floor. Inhale, just push back up to knees. Knees come wide, very briefly taking a child's pose. Stretching through that lower back. So we took the back one way into a back bend and just allowing the back to round in the other way. Really important to add those counter poses in. Okay, ending the week strong. So 1 more little bit of strength here before we come back to another flow and down to the ground. So inhale, coming back up onto all fours. Okay, we're going to come into a side plank, but again, you have choices here. So the first one is you can take the full plank so that your hand is underneath your shoulder. Just going to center myself a bit more. Hand is underneath your shoulder, feet, legs are strong. So you could be here. You could bring this bottom knee down and you're here, okay? So you decide what works for you. I'm going to show you modified first of all, and then we'll come into the full pose. So my right hand is down, lifting up. My right knee is on the floor. My left leg is on the ground. I'm going to reach my my left arm up, sorry. On an exhale, I'm going to bring my left knee and left elbow together, then reach them both away. Together, away. Okay, so that's the modified. So that left leg remains lifted and you're just stretching. The same with the full side plank, apart from this time, you're obviously using your arm strength, using that bottom leg, coming into this side plank, reaching the arm up. Exhale, left elbow, left knee. Inhale away. Exhale, so choose which one you want to take. 3 more. 2 more. See what I did there? And last one. And then come round onto plank. Lower the knees briefly, shift the hips back, take a breath. Well done. Whichever one you took, well done. Building strength in the arms, building strength in the legs. These short bursts of strength really help the practice, and they do help with flexibility, as long as we're stretching out as well. Inhale, coming back up to all fours. We're going to go on to the other side. I'm going to switch the other way. You don't need to, it's just so you can see. So from here, again, left hand down, maybe left knee is on the floor as well. And you're going to come here. Okay, doing them like this. Maybe you're going to take that full plank. Are you ready? Exhale. Elbow, knee come together. Reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep that going. 3 more. 2 more. Make sure you're bringing that breath. Last one. And then slowly rolling down. Hands come to the floor. Bring the knees to the floor. Shift back. Take a child's pose. Inhale, slowly roll up. Rolling or bringing your hands back towards your knees. Rolling back so you can come into a squat. I have my heels lifted. Balancing on the toes, bringing my hands to my chest, to my heart. Take a breath, not dropping everything down here, lifting through. So lifting up through that pelvic floor, that mula bandha. Take a breath. Feeling that heat, that energy, that strength in your body. Strong. Okay, pushing through the feet now. We're going to push all the way up to standing, keeping on our toes. Inhale, pushing up, pushing through those legs. Reach the hands all the way up. Don't worry if you've fallen. Exhale, heels come down, hands come down to the heart. Take a moment here. You can shake off the arms. Shake off the legs, whatever you need to do. We're just going to go through 3 sun salutations. Just sun salutation A before we come down to the ground. Maybe feet together or hip width apart, soft knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, halfway lift of your choice. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Either step 1, 2 feet back, or maybe just try and see if you could jump the feet back into plank. You never know. Exhale, either lower knees, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale back down. Feel free to do chaturangas if you want to, into upward facing dog. Inhale onto knees, lifting back into downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Again, choose. Maybe choosing to see if you can jump forward. So sometimes the jump forward is easier than the jump back. It's not so scary. If you want to try it, bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, jump both feet, folding forward. Inhale, hands come left to right, reaching all the way up. Just giving you those options. Inhale, hands reaching up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding, bend the knees. Again, you can either step back, left leg, right leg, or maybe jump back strong. Exhale, chaturanga to upward facing dog, or chaturanga down to the ground into our cobra. We'll meet back in downward dog. Take another breath here. Using those exhales to release. Soften through the knees, either stepping up 1, 2, or trust, sink those hips back, look forward, lean into your hands, lean back and spring with the feet, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up, exhale, hands to heart. Last chance. Just see how you feel. Move your body in a way that feels good for you. Last flow. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding forwards. Crown of the head coming towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, maybe bending the knees so much so that the hands can come to the floor. Jump back or step back with the feet. Exhale, either lower all the way to the ground with chaturanga. Upward facing dog. We'll meet back, free plank, into downward dog. Take a breath here. Maybe moving the head left to right slightly. Bend the knees, look forward towards the front. Either step 1, 2, or slow walk, or maybe jump those feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands come left to right, reaching all the way up, smile. Exhale, hands to heart. Just pause, just notice. Maybe wiggle those toes a little. From here, we're going to come down into a squat. I'm going to keep my feet together. You can turn the toes out. I'm going to lift the heels, so just like how we came up just now, I'm going down the same way. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding down. Coming into this toe squat. We're coming down to a seat and then onto our back. So if this is too much, just make your way down onto your mat. And then again, trust. We're going to roll back. The child within. Inhale. Exhale. Leave those feet up and towards the ceiling. Maybe reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Just rotating the ankles and the wrists. Just getting some movement in here. And then exhale, bring the knees in towards your chest. Notice how it feels to come back to the ground, with the ground there supporting a bigger part of your body. So if it's just the feet or the hands, having to use a lot of your strength, but when you come back here, you're able to just rest. Take a moment. Get any movement you need into the feet, into the hands, into the legs. And then releasing the feet down to the floor. Inhale. Notice how you feel. Reaching the legs out long. You're going to walk your feet all the way over towards the left corner of your mat. Actually, first of all, let's shift our hips over towards the right and then walk the feet over towards the left. Reach your hands up above you and then start to hold on to your right wrist and bring in your upper body over towards the left. So you can move the shoulders, just coming into a stretch. You can even cross right leg over left. Coming into our crescent stretch or a banana stretch. Breathe in here. Slowly unraveling, uncross the leg. If it was crossed over, release the hands. Move your hip back to center. Take a moment to stretch feet and arms above the head. So that neutral stretch. And then again, just bend the knees so you can lift your hips over towards the left this time. And as you arrive here, you're then going to walk your feet over towards the right, maybe cross over that top leg, holding on to the left arm, lifting the shoulders over towards the right side of your mat, coming into this stretch. So you're trying to stretch the arms over, but not roll the shoulder over. You're trying to stretch and move the chest back towards the ceiling, getting that stretch all the way in through the left side of the body. Deep breaths. Coming back through center. Release the hands, release the feet. Just roll yourself round. Just so you can come back to that neutral position. Feet are on the floor, knees are bent. Bringing the soles of the feet towards the bottom, just a little bit closer towards the hips. Hands down by your side. Your chest gently, not tucked in too far, but that, just imagine that long length through the spine. So not too clenched and not too open, at midway. Inhale, rolling through the pelvis, start to lift the hips. Maybe rolling the shoulders underneath so you can interlace the hands. So we're rocking from side to side, bringing those shoulders under, and then pushing the hands into the floor, lifting up through the hips. Chest to chin. Having that space, the chin will already be up towards the ceiling, you don't want it too far back. Take another breath, try not to grip through those toes. Exhale, release the hands, allow the shoulders to roll out. You slowly roll those hips down. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Nice squeeze here. If you need to take a spinal twist, again you can rock the knees left to right if you want to, just to get a twist into the spine. It's entirely up to you. You've all been practicing with me for a while, maybe practicing yoga for even longer, so just tune into your body and think, actually I need some ease in the back, or in the lower back, or maybe the shoulders, you need to take a stretch. Just take a few moments just to find what you need, and then when you're ready, you can join us in Shavasana. Feet out nice and long. Find that connection with the earth. Take up space. Maybe palms facing up, inviting more energy into the body, that full surrender. Breathing deep. And I'm not going to talk here. I'm just going to allow you to just be in this position. You know what to do. You know how to use the breath to soften. So just arrive. Not here for too long. Take 3 more conscious breaths. Using that full lung capacity, really expand that breath. One more, breathing in deep, wide, then let it go. Get some movement in through the body. Gently bending the knees, rolling over onto one side if you wish, and then slowly coming back up into a comfortable seat. Just taking a moment here. Notice there might be places in the body that you can really feel at the moment. Lots of strength building today, finishing the week on a strong note, but also moving mindfully. Taking those moments to pause. Finish with one on today. Inhale, bringing the hands out left to right. Take a full breath in. Exhale to on. Always have kind and loving intentions. Hands to the mouth for kind and loving words. And to the third eye for kind and loving thoughts to yourself, to those around you, and the rest of the world. From me to you, have a brilliant day. Enjoy the weekend. Namaste.